Well, ladies and gentlemen, the bell sounds. We are underway with the World Television Championship on the line. On one side, the challenger, the former Anarchy heavyweight champion, the priest of punishment, Mikael Judas. His opponent is the best wrestler on television today, the world's television champion, the sleeper cell, Shaun Tempers, of course, the Reverend Dan Wilson at ringside.
And Greg Hunter, you know, traditionally the world television champion would be in the main event. Not kicking off this week of television, but what a big main event we have this week, as it's the NWA Anarchy Heavyweight Championship. Jeremy Vane's last shot. Rob Adonis has been barred from ringside. It'll be Jeremy Vane taking on the current Anarchy champion, the People's Champion, Shadow Jackson. That's coming up this week. The wait is over.
It certainly is, and right now, it seems that Mikael Judas is having to do nothing but wait as the World Television Champion, taking his time on the outside of the ring. Shaun Tempers knows there's a 10-minute clock, and it is in his favor as he takes on the priest of punishment, Mikael Judas, a big, imposing figure if there ever was one. This man has held championships internationally. He was the Anarchy heavyweight champion at one point in time, now looking to add the world television title to his impressive resume. But he has to get past a man that, like him or not, and he is a despicable human being in my book, that being Shaun Tempers, a manipulative man, to say the very least, but you have to give credit where credit is due. He has shown himself to be an outstanding singles competitor here over the last several months.
And Greg Hunter, you know, these two men, no strangers to each other, as they have been in wars before, just as recently as just a few weeks ago, right here on this very program, opposite ends of a six-man tag match. So, you know, I mean, the factors are all there. These two men know each other very well. Mikael Judas knows what he has to do to win the television championship. Shaun Tempers knows what he has to do to keep it. The question is, which man's strategy is going to pay off the best?
Well, that is indeed the question. And right now, Shaun Tempers content to wait, content to spend minutes and seconds off the clock, content to frustrate the priest of punishment. Mikael Judas, right hand, make it 3 now, and the world's television champion is down.
And, you know, right now, that's where Shaun Tempers doesn't want to find himself, is taking this much punishment from a man like Mikael Judas. We pointed out before, Mikael Judas was at one time an NWA Anarchy heavyweight champion. The man went to Puerto Rico. He won championships in Puerto Rico, so this man's no stranger to gold. And Shaun Tempers has got to have that in the back of his mind.
He brings Shaun Tempers inside out, I mean the hard way, all the way from the arena floor. Hefts him up to the ring apron and then over the top rope. Big scoop and a slam. The World Television Champion is in trouble. Big knee drop. Shades of the great Bruiser Brody. Make it 2. Crashing down across the chest of the sleeper cell. The third. And Mikael Judas, very, very aware that he is not getting paid by the hour this week. Here on Anarchy, he only has 10 minutes, less than that at this point, to get the job done against the world's TV champ.
I mean, you know, what is Mikael Judas, about 6'7", 6'8"?
6'8", 268 pounds as of this week's weigh-in, yes.
I mean, that's a very, very large man. That's much larger than Shaun Tempers. Now, the thing about it is, just because you're a big man...
Oh, wait just a second here. The Reverend Dan Wilson with the staff of righteousness. Not so much stop Mikael Judas, it was a distraction and perhaps an annoyance, but enough to give Shaun Tempers a brief advantage.
And, you know, that's just the point that I was getting ready to make. You know, just because you're big and just because, you know, you're strong doesn't always mean you're going to be the smartest or the best wrestler. It doesn't mean you always have the best laid out plans. That's why Shaun Tempers, as much as I despise this man at ringside, has Dan Wilson there with him.
And right now, driving the forearm in the back of the neck, driving the face of the priest of punishment into the canvas, trying to keep Mikael Judas off a vertical base, trying to keep him down. That's the best place for that man as far as Shaun Tempers is concerned, because there he can drive home the punishment and he does not have to worry about the leverage and strength of Mikael Judas. Judas at 6'8", the man has about 6 or 7 inches on Shaun Tempers.
And look at Tempers right there mocking Mikael Judas.
Wasting time, too, which is something the World's TV Champ does not want to do here. Not when that time can be given to Mikael Judas to rest at any rate. Elbow to the second rope. He's giving away about 30 pounds in this match, too, covered, and only a 2 count.
And Greg Hunter, I'll tell you 2 other men who have got to be glued to a monitor who are watching this, and that being the Korean assassin Kimo and Jeff G. Bailey.
Right now, it looks as if Mikael Judas' hand is glued to the throat of the World's Television Champion. And speaking of Kimo and Jeff G. Bailey, just a second, referee Brent Wiley calls for the bell.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Brent Wiley has disqualified the World's Television Champion, Shaun Tempers. The winner of this contest is Mikael Judas. However, the title does not change hands by DQ.
Wait a minute, Kimo's got a hold of Mikael Judas as Greg Hunter makes the announcement that Shaun Tempers is still the champion. Got a hold right there by the jaw.
And now he's got him by the jaw after Tempers clobbered him with the World Television title belt. And now, oh, good Lord. He just drilled the priest of punishment. And now, Jeff G. Bailey giving the signal here. Mikael Judas, obviously hurt, being pulled to his feet. Kimo, the Korean assassin, is poised.
And we've seen this before. We know what's coming up right here.
Oh, we certainly do. And here comes the 7-figure deal to the rescue. Steel chair in hand. Shaun Tempers, though, still the World Television Champion, and the damage has been done. This unholy alliance, once again, claims a victim. Ace Rockwell now calling for the microphone. What's this all about? Rockwell, microphone in hand. Mikael Judas on his feet, clasping at his throat. He does not look happy, to say the very least.
Was just taken out by Kimo here just a few moments ago in the NWA arena. As you can see, Ace Rockwell, that chair is still in hand, staring down with Mikael Judas.
Mikael Judas leaving the ring to the 7-figure deal. The crowd showing their allegiance, both for Mikael Judas and Ace Rockwell. Rockwell, the 7-figure deal's got something to say.
Shaun Tempers, a few weeks ago, everybody in this arena saw one thing happen. And that's me pinning your shoulders. 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately for you, Shaun Tempers, there was a very important person that was watching. That important person was Jerry Palmer. And now the bad news for you, Shaun Tempers. July 11th, you have me one-on-one for the NWA World Television Championship.